We got some music? What? Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back.
Sorry, stopping. Okay.
Go on, do you think?
Welcome back to FPL. Take the hit. You're here with Mick and Joff.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for being with us. Thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with my crazy hair. Thank you.
Hey, I like that hair.
I like it too. I love it.
I mean, it's better than my hair.
Crazy in a good way.
I like the hair. The hair department is where I lack. That's where I lack.
Yeah, have some.
Thanks, man.
Good to see you guys, man. Thanks for all the beautiful
guys.
comments that we've just seen as well. Which thanks so much. We're glad to be back.
Yes, we are glad to be back, Russell.
That's it.
So as I wrote in the show notes, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but so how we're going to structure the session, because I mean we're new to live, so we're going to try to structure them out a little bit better this way. So what we're going to do is first 5 minutes, which is now, we're going to open it up to questions, so you can shoot us up with some questions as the audience fills up. Then we're going to go into the main part of our show. We're going to talk a little bit of shit as we do, just about about our teams. We'll go through our drafts. We'll go through some new arrivals to the Premier League. We'll go through a whole bunch of stuff. And then the last 10 minutes, we're going to open it up to questions once again. So if you can hold the majority of your questions to the end, I know some people are going to blow the gun off a little bit early, but if you can, hold it to the end. We'll try to get through as many questions as possible. But that's it. That's pretty much it, guys.
It'll probably be more than 10 minutes, I reckon, at the end. We'll see how we go.
We'll see. When we streamed for an hour and a half last time, and I got to say, I was beat.
I was
cooked. We were like in this freezing cold studio garage of mine. So I mean, it's a bit warmer today. I think we're a bit, we're nice and snug.
We're snug.
Oh yeah. So we'll see how we go, guys. But
especially Rodrigo signed for Leeds, so I'm nice and pumped. I'm ready to rock and roll. So actually, let's get into some questions straight away. Go higher though. Go higher. We'll say hello to everyone as well. Oh, shit. Let me be 1 second.
you got to leave the door handle down and close it. Yeah. All right. So we've got some technical difficulties as these things do happen. Not going to lie, I'm pretty jealous with Chelsea and all their signings. I know, Luke, me, so am I. Wait a second. No, I'm not. I'm a Chelsea fan. What's with the jazz? Oh, Jesse. Well, finally, I convinced Joff to actually let me play some jazz in the background.
It's distracting me
already. Gets me nice.
I like it.
It's my flow. My flow. You know your energy, your chi. That's what gets me going. Good morning.
Bales are rude.
Bales are rude.
The boys are back in town.
Yeah.
I'm from down under. Oh, Mazzy Lex, good to see you guys. Basically the coming in Melbourne since Kylie Minogue. Yeah, Davey.
No, they just Suarez wants an update on what's going on in Australia. We're in stage 4 lockdown, and that's not going away anytime soon. But that's about it, man. It's same old stuff here, so all good.
So we've got a main question from Christopher Hampson. So main question for you guys: do you think Liverpool will do as well this season after not strengthening the squad? Looking at Chelsea, Liverpool double up is too risky. I mean, straight up, I think that they're going to be fine. I think they'll be just fine. And obviously the Community Shield is obviously, we've seen a 1-1 game. It looked a bit stale, but I still think that Liverpool, they're going to do what they do. Klopp is a master. It's as simple as that. So I think maybe they might have a slower start. Like last season, I know they didn't keep too many clean sheets, so it was a bit of a strange start last season for Liverpool. But it might be something similar. But they're gonna hit their stride. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't surprise me.
I agree with Joffy Boy on that one there.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they go hard and go strong from the get go against Leeds. Like if they score 4 against my boys, like it could give them the confidence to continue. So I wouldn't write Liverpool off.
I agree with Joff on that one. I've got a question here from Penguin. He's asking, Mickey Boy, do you think that Ziyech will do it? What will Ziyech do at Chelsea? Will he take corners and free kicks? I think he's going to be on set pieces, guys. I mean, that's one thing about Ziyech you're going to get corners. There's no Willie in there anymore. And I reckon he's going to be on direct free kicks as well.
Yeah.
So I think Werner might get penalties. And then we just don't know, we don't know much more than that. It's a guessing game, really. But I mean, I've got Ziyech and Werner in my team. Obviously, Chelsea fan. You got to do it. The excitement's kind of gotten to me. So yeah, I think you got to watch out for those players, definitely.
Yeah, nice. And Devesh is saying Harry Kane or Dele Alli. I'd say Kane.
I'm going to say Son, mate. Neither of them. So there you go.
And FPL Penguin is saying thoughts on Doherty too. Doherty at Tottenham. We're gonna talk about him a bit later in the show as well. But
my initial thing with Doherty going to Tottenham, I think
Christopher.
It's worse. He's going to get less points at Tottenham because he's going to be playing as a traditional left back for a Jose Mourinho team, whereas he was playing left wing back at Wolves, which is more of an attacking role. He got in the box a lot, guys.
Yeah, he's a menace. They could keep more cleans as well now because Mourinho's going to have a team that actually want to be there. I know that Alderweireld had contract problems, and same as Vertonghen. Now they've got like a solid back four. So I think Tottenham's going to do better things this season anyway, especially at the back.
Yeah, I agree.
And
that was it. Shopanan is asking, do you guys think you will go good this season? Of course.
Yeah, we're going to do the best we can. And, the goals, goals is just doing the best thing. Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. That's how I play the game. I play the game to do the best I can and see where I land on. I don't look at rank.
I play for fun, to be honest. Like I used to play very, very, very hard for rank. I want to win the game, whatever. But now I just play for fun. I put the players in that I like. The players I think are going to perform the best, because I like to watch the games. I like to watch the highlights and enjoy my football. So I just play for fun, man. And fun usually gets me around top 10K. So that's good when it comes to rankings.
Do the best you can. That's it. I love it. Lewis Fuller. Background music, respect, home fit. Lewis Fuller saying, wow, I hope you're well. Legend, hope you're well.
Thanks,
bench boost, game week 1, wildcard, game week 2, going balls out, respect. I love it.
Yeah, why not? Crazier things have happened. And it's an idea. I personally wouldn't recommend it, but hey, do you.
I like it.
Back you go.
I love it. Chelsea brought everyone this season. Anybody left? Yeah, he's having a go at you guys.
Yeah.
And Josh is saying respect for the music. Thanks, Joshy. And trying to get onto David, FPL in the dugout. He's teamed up with I think it's FPL family. So he's a really nice guy. And if you haven't seen him on Instagram, so good on you, David. And hope you're well, brother.
Oh, excellent. That's good to know.
Yeah, legend, nice guy.
Well done,
Wesley Q, how are you, brother?
Stop hitting the table, bro.
Sorry, man. Yeah, getting excited.
How do we join your league? Christopher Ham's asking, how do we join the league? Go to our Twitter page. It was the pinned tweet, but I'll change it back. I'll change it back for you guys, so it'll be the pinned tweet. So you can join our Take the Hit League. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
I changed it so that just to advertise, obviously, our live stream.
Yeah,
because we love all the guys that join us.
And you can also check on Insta as well. Like, it's one of the posts on there. Just scroll down. It's like there. You can't really miss it. And Sisiu, hello boys. How are you, brother? How you doing?
Ramez is asking, what's your take on new Chelsea players? We're going to go into that because obviously, as you can see.
Yeah, true. Where's my Leeds talk, man? Where is my Leeds talk?
What happened? You fell off. Jamie Humphries is asking, which formation are you going with? Now, tried and tested formations, boys and girls. What are they, Joff? 3-4-3. That's a very good one.
Or
that's used. Or 3-5-2. Another good one that's always used. Or
I think, look, this season I might do some crazy stuff, and I might actually play 4 at the back, which for me is just unheard of. But that's to fit in a whole bunch of players in my midfield. It's still undecided. Waiting to see what happens, but it depends on the value. But I think 3-4-3, 3-5-2, 3-5-2 is something that it could be amazing. And Anish Sanka, 4-4-2. How are you, Anish?
What I always find happens is you always end up at 3-5-2 at the game as it is at the moment, only because of the midfielders you've got. Because you've got Salah, KDB, Fernandes, you've got all these premium midfielders that are just so powerful. They're such good players, and the midfielders get more points. They get that extra point for the clean sheet. So there's always that reason to have those midfielders. Yeah. So people that are starting the game as a 4-4-2 or a 3-4-3 or whatever, not a 3-5-2, you got to think somewhere down the line, you're going to have to take the hit, and change your formation. So I'm going to start 3-5-2 because I know I'm going to end up there anyway. But hey, what do I know? I could be wrong. He's all right.
Oh, legend, Wesley Q. Thank you so much for the super chat, man.
Hey,
really appreciate
thank you so much, man.
What a legend.
You're a legend.
We love you, mate. We love you. That's so nice.
So nice.
I think it's like our first super chat. Like, really.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And Nasty Balls is saying, feed me your pearl of wisdom for a top 10K finish. Look, I think the best thing about this is just like what Mick just touched on before, is just enjoy the game. Enjoy it like every week. Don't be too hard on yourself if you get a red arrow or whatever, because there's a green probably around the corner, So just enjoy the game and enjoy the reds as much as you enjoy the greens.
Obviously we're here to help you guys out. We're gonna, you can send us your teams on Twitter and Instagram. We're always happy to help out. And obviously, our teams is our thinking. It's not the right thing. It's not the wrong thing, but it's our thinking, our evaluation from playing this game for 13, 14 years. And obviously, when we played it for so long, there's a lot of different factors that come into it, like value and, your spot kick takers, your free kick takers, your corner takers. There's so much that goes into it. So every week we impart a little bit of knowledge here and there. So just take on board what we say.
And one thing I want to say as well is I've got a lot of people sending me their teams, and at the moment it's basically like every team is good. We don't know what's around the corner. Like, people say a rating out of 10, and everyone's team's a 10 for me, because you just don't know what you're going to get. Obviously, there's some teams that are better than others, in my opinion, but who knows what? Maybe Madison turns up and gets a double in first game week. You know, like do you know what I mean? That's probably not going to happen. But I know she wanted to give a random one. But it's just one of those things where just back your gut. You've all heard me say that. I'm sure anyone on Instagram, just back your gut.
Stan B's asking Messi. So Messi, I reckon, you know what? We're going to wrap up the questions for the time being. We've hit 10 minutes in. So
I like that.
What we'll do is we're gonna open the show with Messi because that's a massive talking point, right?
So we're gonna go into our content now. So our content for a bit, and then we're gonna answer your questions right at the end, just in case anyone missed that at the start. So let's do it. Let's get in there.
Okay. So Lionel Messi. First things first. Lionel Messi. Now there's big chat that there's
thanks, Muzza.
Manchester City are going to pay an exorbitant amount, like $500 million, whatever it is. $1 billion to bring Lionel Messi to Manchester City. I think this is very likely to happen because Messi wants out, but at the same time, it may not happen. It could all just be bullshit, smoke and mirrors. Who knows? If it does happen, however, I think he'll come in priced at about 13.5 million.
14.5.
Somewhere around there, definitely. And will I own him? Of course I will own Lionel Messi. I've wanted to own Lionel Messi my whole life. I'd have him over for dinner. Of course I will own Lionel Messi. So yes, that's Lionel Messi.
And
what do you think about
just
Lionel
a quick
Messi?
one here as well is with the Lionel Messi thinking, because we've all got him in our heads, let's be honest. So wild card. I think once obviously if he comes into the equation, which I think would be about 14, but if he does come into the equation, then wild card. I think that's the time that when we have to wild card, unfortunately, because you're going to have to blow up your team most likely if he comes in at 14, because you can't just do a straight swap. You've got to make at least 2 transfers, maybe 3. That's the thing is you might not have to wild card, but for me, that's what's in my head right now. As if Messi comes into the game, say game week 3, someone saying 15 million. That's the thing is it doesn't matter what he comes in at. If he comes to the Premier League, we're all going to try. So so either wild card or maybe mini wild card, save a transfer and then kind of maybe take a couple of hits and get him in. That's where my head's at anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the game if Messi comes in, because if Messi does come into the game, it's kind of a Ronaldo situation where I lived that. Yeah, I tried not to own Ronaldo for his seasons, he was just scoring goals and goals and goals. And I was like, nah, I'm not paying 13. What was it, 13 million?
Yeah, it was like 14 at some point.
And you got to own these players. You got to own the Lionel Messis. You got to own the Ronaldo. You got to own the Salahs, because when Joffy's captain Ronaldo every week and he's getting 14 points every week, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer for not owning those players.
I'm very grateful for Cristiano Ronaldo's time in my team. I tell you what, time in the Premier League. Bring him back. What are you doing over there? Come back. Oh,
yeah. So that's our little rant about Messi. We'll see what happens. Let's see if he actually comes, because there's a lot of arrivals happening now. Joff said that after the Champions League final did finish, that there would be some arrivals to the league. I mean, let's kick it off with the Leeds arrivals. Joff, why not?
All right, why not? I mean, we've got Rodrigo, which he's coming at 6 million, which I honestly didn't see coming. I thought it was at least going to be 7. This guy is big. He's a big deal for Leeds United anyway. I mean, having him straight into your team. Obviously, our fixtures are poor. We've got some difficult fixtures. We've got a Fulham game early on, which is good for us. But look, I'm going to start with him. I think I have to go. We're back in the league for the first time in 15 years. I'm going hard here, man. I don't care. So I'm going Rodrigo over Danny Ings, which is a big thing because Danny Ings was my guy last season. So Rodrigo, I'm going to start with him. His last 2 seasons, if you have a look into his stats, have been not great for Valencia, but the season before that just shows what he can do. He got, I think it was 17 league goals or 16 league goals for the season. Yep. And I know what he can do. I've seen this guy play for Spain, for Valencia. Last season had a massive, like a massive amount of time out through injury. Not a massive amount, but a fair few weeks. So I'm definitely going to start with Rodrigo at 6 million. I think he's cheap. I like him. So Rodrigo, and for Leeds United, we've got Koch as well, a centre back who could be okay as well. If you want to get a Leeds defender, still think that Stuart Dallas is your guy. But we're linked with Rodrigo De Paul, so I want to get this in as well. So if De Paul comes to Leeds, he's in my team, man. I mean, I could be a bit biased here as well, but Rodrigo De Paul is a playmaker, and I really like him. So someone's asking, Rodrigo or Mitro, and I'm going to have them both. I think they're both good options, but we'll move on to the next.
Who would you go though? I mean, I actually owned Mitrovic until Rodrigo came to Leeds. Yeah. And then I made the switch to Rodrigo.
I think preseason form is going to be important, because Rodrigo is actually about to play for Spain. So you know that Mitro's on penalties. We don't know if Rodrigo is on penalties for Leeds. I think he will be.
But I just think that Leeds will be the better team. Bielsa plays an attacking style of football. If you watched any Leeds United in the Championship, who won the Championship, mind you, they play some attacking football. Bielsa is that kind of manager. So having this Rodrigo as the center point of the focus of this attack, he's going to get goals, guys. I mean, you can look at his stats. You can make up whatever narrative you want to make up. But the bottom line is, this Leeds team is an unknown quantity in the Premier League, right? We know what Fulham can do. We've seen what they can do in the Premier League. They didn't do too well, guys. Spoiler alert. Rodrigo, I think this team, with Pablo Hernandez, pulling the strings in the midfield, I like what I see from Leeds.
It could be amazing. That's the thing with Leeds as well. Just one last thing, we've got to move on because Leeds has consumed way too much time on here. But
only 5 minutes.
Like Mick was saying, we were very attacking, and Rodrigo may actually play on the wing sometimes with Bamford up front. It might actually happen. And it might not actually be a bad thing because cutting in, same as Rashford doing it as well. I still think Rodrigo will start up front, but that's the same thing. We've just got to keep an eye on preseason friendlies. That's a spoiler alert for this as well. Honestly, I'm barely looking at my team because I'm waiting for some preseason friendlies to get an understanding of who's playing what formation. Not about who's playing well because. Yeah, obviously that's just how it is. Preseason friendlies are preseason friendlies, but it's just about who's playing where, who's looking likely to start, and all that kind of stuff. Because there's bloody international break right now, which makes no sense. I mean, why would they be playing from? I don't get it, man.
Why would they be?
They're starting the Nations League now. I don't know. Anyway, move forward. Ziyech and Werner.
Yeah, so we've touched on Ziyech and Werner from Chelsea. Now, if Havertz comes, Havertz is, it looks like it's pretty much done. Thiago Silva's there now, which really strengthens the claim of James playing there as well. Because I think James is a steal at 5 million. So is Rodrigo if he gets the start. So I think that Chelsea defense is going to be stronger. Yeah. Obviously, with this Thiago Silva, I know he's old, but he's going to marshal that defense. We know what he can do. So defensively, Chelsea, I think that we're going to improve 100%. Now, Werner, Ziyech, mate. They're already there. We saw in that game, if anyone watched the Brighton game, I happened to watch that game. It was a good game. Obviously, Werner got that easy tap in, but the workmanship of Werner. Do you see this guy?
Oh man,
he pushes hard. He plays like a centre mid as a striker. It was crazy. He was covering so much ground. This guy is fit. He is ready, man. And I'm super excited for Timo Werner, what he's going to do in the Premier League, because he's that kind of player. He's that kind of really quick thinking, really agile kind of technical player that can really succeed in the Premier League.
It's going to be interesting to see how he goes, man. It really. And
the same goes for Ziyech. Ziyech obviously is going to have the benefit of having direct free kicks and corners, most likely. Obviously, if Havertz comes, that could be detrimental to Ziyech's chances as well. But you got that as well. And so, Ziyech, Werner, I think they're really good prices too. 9.5 million and 8 million.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Chelsea bias is coming out. But, Pulisic at 8.5 is a decent option too. And those three across the front are going to be, rivaling the likes of Salah, Mane and Firmino.
I don't know about that.
Well, Firmino is pretty much a...
we know what Firmino gives, but look, at the same time, look, Chelsea, they've signed the players to do damage. Honestly, Chelsea is a team that we got to keep an eye on. It's
the dark horses, mate.
It's a team for FPL purposes because all the players are undervalued, underpriced. So if Chelsea come out of the blocks firing, because you guys have made those signings, crazy signings. If you guys come out firing, we've got to consider their plays because they're so cheap. Like the midfield, like Ziyech at 8. I still think Ziyech at 8 is like. Could be one of the bargains of the season if he performs the way I think he will. Because I've been watching that guy at Ajax for years now, and the guy's a beast. Yeah. So anyway, we'll move forward from both our teams. Van der Beek signed for Manchester United. We checked his stats out, and he's decent. He's decent, man. Like I've seen him play. I watch a lot of Champions League, and he's a good player. Like he's definitely a good player. I just think that you'd have to give him a few kind of games. He's going to be playing in the double pivot with Pogba, most likely. So basically. Again, just see how you go. See how he goes. I wouldn't get him in straight away unless he's like super cheap, like he's like 6 or something. But
I think Van der Beek coming in really makes the front options a better option. Yeah. So your Marshall, your Fernandez.
He's got great passing.
And your Greenwood. Yeah.
Like we know that. We know that Van der Beek has got great passing. So man, all of a sudden this United team is looking. This season in the Premier League is going to be one of the best seasons as long as we get no interruptions from any bullshit. Basically, you've got obviously Pogba. Look at that. Pogba, Van der Beek, Greenwood on the left, or whatever, Rashford on the right, Fernandez, Marshall, and they'll probably sign someone else. Let's be honest, man. all of a sudden you've got this United team, you've got Chelsea, you've got Man City, who maybe have bloody Messi, you've got Liverpool. My God, like honestly, and even Everton signing Yames, who we've got to talk about as well.
All right.
And they're actually, I didn't tell you, Ismail Assar as well is most likely going to Everton as well.
Everton?
Yeah, man,
Really?
22 million euros or something. So all of a sudden, Everton, man, honestly, this season, we're in for a beautiful season, guys.
Treat,
Pumped.
definitely.
Absolutely pumped.
Yeah, James Rodriguez. So, yeah, if we have a look at him, he's going to come in a bit expensive, I believe. I think he'll come in at about 8 million.
Yeah.
Just put him on par with Richarlison. Now, will he perform up to that 8 million mark? I mean, he's a bit of an unknown quantity in regards to he's going to be starting every game for Everton, obviously, where he didn't do that at Real Madrid. So, yeah, we know what he can do. We saw what he did. Everyone saw what he did in the World Cup. The guy was just beast-like in that World Cup. So, I mean, if he comes in at 8 million, he's someone to look at, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely got to keep an eye on him. I mean, who else anyway we've got to talk about? One I've got to talk about is Lamina. Lamina at 4.5 million for Fulham. This is a Mario Lamina that played for Juventus, played for Southampton as well. Obviously, you've got Souček at 5 million, who Souček is going to look like a steal at 5 million. But we've got Mario Lamina at 4.5 million, who this guy is technical. I know Fulham's not great and stuff, but I don't know. I just want to put it out there. If you need someone for bench fodder, 4.5 million for Mario Lamina, get him in because he's probably the best 4.5 that he is. I know he is the best 4.5 million unless someone just surprises me. Just want to put that one out there anyway.
When you said that, I was just like, damn, I wish that I needed a filler, but because I'm playing 5 in the middle,
I know.
It's, Lamina just doesn't matter to me.
That's the thing, Souček, 5 million is just a
Souček at 5 million.
Absolute bargain.
People, well, obviously, we've spoken about Souček before. We're going to talk about it again. He scored, 4 goals in 1,000 minutes?
Something like that.
It was 3 goals. 3 goals in 1,000 minutes.
And a disallowed goal, yeah.
So there's 3,000 minutes in a season. So you multiply that out. So I really think this Souček guy, he's just... Have you seen what he is? Did you see what he did against Chelsea? That was ridiculous. Like, I watched that game, and I was just like, who is this guy?
Is that the game he scored 2 headers? One was disallowed?
Yeah. So, I mean, Souček at 5 million, I think he's a steal for that 5th midfield spot. Yeah, that's it.
And someone's asking a couple of times just about Orba playing in the midfield. We're going to get to that for sure, but don't worry about that. I think we'll have to start with Orba with a blank game week 1, don't we? And then maybe take him out after a couple, but we'll get there. We're going to actually, you know what? Should we go into our teams now?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go into our team. So do you want to kick us off?
All right, man. I'll kick us off.
And even someone saying Alan as well to Everton, which is a big signing as well. Alan, I've seen him play for Napoli. Huge signing. Maybe not going to get as many points as we'd like, unless he's at like 5 million for Everton because he's very technical. But
everyone's saying that Souček's on quarantine. So I'd imagine if he's on quarantine, that's 14 days. I'd believe so. And the league won't start for another 10 or so.
Oh man,
so
I can't believe it's going to impact
sneak
on the
it
FPL.
in. Hopefully he sneaks in time. We'll see.
I can't believe this.
All right, so I'll go into my team. So goalkeepers, I've got Nyland and McCarthy in goal. So we know Nyland's going to start for Villa because no Heaton.
They're going to sign someone, I heard today, actually.
Okay.
I heard they're going to sign Romero from... I've heard that.
Oh,
Romero
I actually heard that too. Okay, if that happens, then
Continue,
Nyland's dead. McCarthy in goal for Southampton. So I've gone 4.5 McCarthy. I think you think about it, okay, you've got the prime option at 4.5 goalkeeper that we know is Martinez, but will he start for Arsenal? If he starts for Arsenal, he holds his spot against Leno. Okay, he's your best option at 4.5 million.
Wow.
If not, then it's kind of a gut check between Ryan and McCarthy for me. You can go for whoever Fulham's keeper is, but why would you? I think McCarthy's probably your best option there for my personal preference, 4.5 million. My backline is basically just TAA and cheapest chips. So I've got TAA in there. I've got Johnson and Mitchell, just 4 million bench fodders. And then I've got Justin at Leicester because he is confirmed that he should start for Leicester at 4.5 million, which I think is a pretty cheap way into Leicester, even though I don't really rate Leicester. Still a cheap way into their defense, compared to someone like Soyuncu at 5.5 million. So why not? And then I've got Vinagre in there as well at Wolves, who I think is going to get started as well, 4.5 million, another decent defense. So I've got your enablers in there for decent teams, at 4.5 million. I think they're your best options.
Look at that defense. I've never seen a mid defense like that ever.
It's pretty poor. My midfield, so I've got my 2 biggies. I've got Aubameyang in there and Salah. I'm starting with them. And then I've got Son and Ziyech as my next 2. I think Sonny Boy is a great option for game week 1. And then Ziyech, obviously 8 million, I think it's a steal. Souček in there is my 5 million fifth midfielder. Up front, I've gone for Werner, obviously Chelsea, and Rodrigo as my second forward, and I've got Vasilev as my 4.5 forward. So now that team that I've just laid out for you, I'm keeping 1 million in the bank. So I've already planned out my game week 2 transfers. I'll be taking out Son and bringing in Fernandez, taking out Aubameyang and bringing in KDB. Game week 2, I'm going to do it probably straight after the deadline, just so I get it done and out of the way, because that is the team that I really wanted. But obviously, because of the blank, I can't have that. So that is my team, my draft at the moment for game week 1. Joffy, I'm going to throw it to you, mate.
I like it. a lot. And hello to Saya here, Hamed. How are you, brother?
Welcome, mate.
And Jacob just quickly saying that, because I was going to mention this as well, is Castagna's linked heavily with Leicester from Atalanta, who might take Justin's position as well. So just want to put that out there.
Still plenty of time there.
That's the thing, is that, again, wait for all these friendlies. Closer to the game week, like, this is just in this moment in time, this is our advice. Obviously, this time next week we're going to do another live stream, or just a video or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
we're
going to do that, guys. But we're thinking what we're going to do is 8:30 every Thursday. Yeah,
we're thinking maybe do that. Yeah,
that's the plan we've got. In our mind, it's ticking over. So that's what we're thinking. But we'll keep you apprised.
So we're going my team now as well. So at the moment, I'm in the same thinking. It's crazy. We're a similar team. We don't even talk about it. So at the moment, my thinking is obviously McCarthy in goal as well, who obviously could turn into Martinez if Martinez does start for Arsenal. So see how we go there. Obviously thinking about Ramsdale at 5 million for Sheffield. Definitely thinking about it. We'll see. You never know. Anything's possible. At the back, Alexander-Arnold, obviously Vinagre. I've got Van Dijk at the moment. I want to talk about Van Dijk for 1 second here. So Van Dijk kept 15 clean sheets last season, and I think he scored 5 goals if I'm not mistaken. So 15 clean sheets, you think about that, they're 4 points per clean sheet and 4 points per goal for a striker, yeah? So that's basically 15 goals. This is going to blow your mind, by the way. 15 goals Van Dijk effectively scored, bonuses as well comes through with that. So 5 goals as well. So basically he had a 20-goal season with 2 assists. Virgil van Dijk, 6.5 midfielder, so 6.5 midfield again, 6.5 defender, Jackie again. So 6.5 million at the back. So Virgil, honestly, when I figured that out in my own mind, I was like, man, that blew my mind. This guy is scoring goals, basically, keeping clean sheets. If you guys are with me still. So just one more time. So 15 clean sheets equals 15 goals, 4 points per goal, 4 points per clean sheet. He scored 5 goals. So 20-goal season for Virgil, which I don't know. I'm just considering it. You guys
will he score 5 goals again?
Man, he scored 4 goals and 4 assists the season before. Yeah. I just want to put that out there. I still might not start with Virgil, but I just want to put that out there because when I kind of made that decision in my head, I was like, man, I got to start with Virgil.
So you're going to go 2 Liverpool at the back?
I might start with 2 Liverpool at the back. Crazy?
No, not crazy. Man, we all did it last season. I mean, I started with Robertson and TAA last season. And obviously it didn't work out so well because of the Alisson injury.
Yeah. Had
Alisson not got injured, might have worked out differently. But look, I think this Liverpool team is going to have a lot more to compete with this season. So are they going to keep 15 clean sheets again? I don't know.
Maybe not. Let's see. So we'll continue anyway. So I've got Mitchell at the back as well. And I've gone with my boy Stuart Dallas. So Dallas from Leeds United. We've got a horrible run. So if you don't want to start with him, I don't blame you. And in the midfield, Mohamed Salah, he's got the captain's armband on him. Obviously, Aubameyang as well. I've got to start with him. We've actually got the same midfield as you. I didn't even realize. Ziyech, Son, and Souček. And then up front, I've got Mitrovic and Rodrigo. So 2-6 strikers. And Wickham is my bench player is Wickham because hopefully he doesn't go down as much as other players. Like you gave me that idea, which I like. So that's my team as well. And my plans are basically, obviously Son to Fernandez straight off the bat. Game week 2, and then obviously Aubameyang to KDB as well. This guy, we've got a very similar plan. We don't even talk about it, to be honest, and that's what we've both landed on. So there you go. How crazy is that? So that's what I'm thinking right now. However, hey, anything can change, man. Like someone's talking about Harry Kane as well. Does Harry Kane not terrify you? Maybe. Like I might start with Harry Kane. I don't know. Instead of Son,
I think Son's a better option, cheaper option as well.
Maybe
playing up front. Why wouldn't you have a midfielder who gets more points? Probably going to score similar points to Harry Kane, goal-wise. So I think Son's the better option at Spurs. I always think Son's the better option.
You love Son, man.
I love Son.
Thanks, Anish. We have great drafts. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Son versus Ali. Son all day. Dynamite Dons. What's going on, brother?
You're watching too much of that. What's that Tottenham show that everyone's watching at the moment?
Tottenham show?
Yeah, it's this show that's going on, this Tottenham show. Haven't you seen it?
Nah.
Yeah, it's like a behind-the-scenes of Tottenham.
That's sick.
Yeah. I watched a little clip today where Dele Alli was talking about how his physio applies his toothpaste. was like, is this
What
the
do you mean
show?
he applies his toothpaste?
So he's getting, like, the clip was basically, he's getting physio done on his leg. And he's talking to the physio. So he's like, so do you put the toothpaste on your toothbrush and then put it under the water and then brush your teeth? Or do you wet the toothbrush first, then the toothpaste, then wet it, and then wet the toothbrush again?
What's going on here?
How is this a show?
That's a show?
This is a show.
Yeah, let's move past
People
that.
are watching that show.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so plans for Manchester. We've got some stuff written down here. So yeah, I've spoken to you guys about my clean sheet insight, which is interesting. Plans for Manchester options. What do you want to say? I mean, we're obviously thinking game week 2. Game week 2, obviously. Golden documentary. Maybe we'll check it out, Jeremy. I'm open to it. So game week
in the clip. That's all.
Game week 2. Obviously, we're looking at Manchester United players. They're playing Crystal Palace.
Absolutely. You got to lock those in.
That's it. So obviously, game week 2. I'm looking at Greenwood as well. Potentially, it could happen. And obviously, game week 3, Manchester City have a better fixture than game week 2 because I think Manchester City's got, I think it's Wolves, away, which obviously we know how Wolves play against everyone that's in the top the top 6. So I'm going to stay away from. You're going to bring him in. I'm going to stay away from City until game week 3, which is crazy to even hear.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, a lot of people are going to do that, Joff. That's why I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
I think playing the fixtures is important to an extent. I always find that we always rely heavily on these fixtures. If we see a sea of reds, we think, oh my God, KDB's not going to score a goal for these next 3 games. No, you can't think that way. It's so easy to get drawn into that trap, but you got to spring that trap every time. And I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to fall for that this season. I refuse to fall for this fixture trap because the fixture trap it's a load of shit in the end. You know, if you got a team like, say, for example, City playing Wolves. Okay, it's going to be an opener game. Wolves are a tight team, sure. But City, it's their first game of the season. They're going to want to start strong. They're going to come at Wolves with everything they've got. Yeah,
you love it.
So, I mean, that's my take. Don't listen to me, but I'm just saying, if you want to listen to me, that's my take.
There you go. Fair enough. He loves you. Josh is loving you. And someone's asking about my team, about am I kind of scared about not having a premium striker? I still might start with one, to be honest, because, I mean, look, I'm not afraid of taking hits. That's the thing. I play this game with no fear, and I'm happy to take out a midfielder and do that kind of stuff, you know. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I might still start with one. We've spoken about Messi friendlies so far. I mean, yeah, you want to talk a bit about friendlies as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit to take from friendlies. I mean, it's always good to see the formations. I'm always checking on, I'm always checking on online to see who's starting. And that kind of stuff.
It's important, man. It's very important. It's very important to keep an eye on these friendlies. Like, I think there's going to be a couple of friendlies, and even the international duty as well. As much as it's not viable for game week 1, but seeing a player start play to 60 minutes. Fitness, man. Fitness is important right now. Managers love that stuff. And obviously goals, if someone goes away on international duty and scores a goal, it gets kind of confidence is big. You got to understand these players are human and confidence is big. So
that's it. And it gives you kind of an idea of what the manager's going to do come game week 1. But at the same time, there's no guarantees. There's a lot of substitutions being made. So you can't, it's another little tip for you guys. You can't be drawn in definitively to what these friendlies offer you, because in the end they're playing teams like Blackpool and these second and third division teams, so you can't really draw some massive lines into what you're going to get from these games. It gives you a little idea of the minutes wise, where the position these players are playing, the fitness, but in the end it's all about building match fitness. That's all the friendlies are. It's about building match fitness. If they get some goals and assists and all the rest of it, okay, bonus, but in the end it's about building that match fitness for game week 1.
I still think that I take the goals and assists a bit more seriously, to be fair. There you go. So Van der Beek is 7 million.
7 million. Thank you, Optimus Prime.
Thank you for that legend.
Name, man.
I know, that's a sick
My son's
name.
into Transformers hard.
And we've got Jamie Humphries saying that official Havertz has signed for Chelsea via Sky Sports. So there you go. There's another one. We've got some breaking news here.
I think it's like 80 million or something.
It's ridiculous, man.
Something great. I mean, he's a pretty good player. Hopefully he comes in at 7 million.
And someone's saying as well, Daniel Suarez is saying, no businessman Danny Ings for me. At the moment, I'm not going to start with him. I'm protesting against that 8.5 million price tag. I just don't like it. So maybe it goes down a little bit. I want to get him in, let's be honest, but we'll see what happens anyway.
Hey, Magician saying, hey guys, nice to see you again. Also, what is with the screen? What? I'm not sure what you mean by that question.
I think that maybe.
Is
that what you mean? The black kind of board there? Because we're actually in the midst of organising the green screen, which it's going to have something there. It's going to look real cool. So wait for it. Keep Sun till game week 10. Yeah, you never know. I know, no Joff with no wings, huh? It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a bit sad, but Danny Ings being 8.5 million. Let's talk about Danny Ings. Now, he's owned by...
Check that out, man.
Too much.
I mean, no, look, at the same time, we know what Danny Ings has to offer, and Hasenhüttl got his act together at the end of the last season. And Danny Ings was on penalties, which is kind of blew my mind, ahead of James Ward-Prowse in the recent friendly. As far as I read into it properly, because always you look at all these friendlies, it's all like mystical. You got to like fully read the articles and stuff. So as far as I'm aware, Danny Ings is on penalties for Southampton, and obviously if he carries in that form,
26% owned.
That's crazy.
8.5 million for Danny Ings. Now this is Southampton we're talking about. Southampton, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Southampton. Okay, they're a mid-table team at best. I don't think you're going to get your money's worth for Danny Ings. He had a season last season. Don't get me wrong. Man. I didn't own him for a lot of those goals. Joff did, so good on Joff. But it's Southampton. I mean, will he score 20-something goals this season? I don't think so.
Yeah. I hope he does. I love the guy.
Will he score in the teens? Yeah, I think he will. He needs to keep Southampton doing what they're doing. And Che Adams showed a little bit of.
That's what people are talking about. Che Adams here as well. Everyone's on the Che Adams hype train, and Lewis Fuller. But
I mean, he needs to start first of all.
Yeah,
will they play 4-4-2?
Shane Long and Obafemi love to take his minutes as well. So you never know, though. I mean, Che Adams, maybe he starts. Maybe he gets game time if he starts scoring goals from the get-go. But I don't know. It's risky business, I guess. But at the same time, who knows? And someone's saying, Daniel's saying, saying to my start with a bang, and it could happen. And someone's saying that ditching, Amir's saying ditching TAA to get in Ings, is that crazy? Maybe, yeah. I'd probably go TAA.
So, I mean, we look at some of these ownerships. So, Werner, 43%. So
it's crazy.
That's big.
An unproven
ownership.
striker.
Unproven.
9.5. 9.5 is cheap for him.
It's scary. It's a scary proposition. When you think about Werner being 43%,
you don't own him.
If you don't own Werner and he starts banging in the goals, man, you're going to have to bring him in, because the ownership comes into it. It really comes into it. That's the game. It's the game you play. So, I
still don't look at it though, man. I don't care. I don't play the game being fearful of who other people own. I honestly don't. Like, for me, that doesn't scare me one bit to not own him. Like, maybe if he's got like after 5 weeks he's got 40 points or something like that. You go, okay, I think I've got to consider this guy maybe because he's really looking like his business. But
sure.
I don't know, man. I just Mitrovic out Ings in. I don't know. Like, that's the way I play it anyway. Continue with these guys.
One thing I want to touch on though, just in regards to, I've seen a lot of people out there that are actually, for their game week 1 team, they're going to own Manchester United and Manchester City players and bench them and have a poor game week 1. This is not a good idea, guys. I'm sorry, but this is a very bad idea.
You reckon?
The reason why I'm saying this is because your game week 1 is probably going to be bad. Now, what does that mean for your confidence? What does that mean for your sustainability in the game? You're gonna have a game week 1 rank. People love their ranks. You're gonna have a poor game week 1 rank because you're gonna have a lot of money on your bench.
I like that psychological side of things as well.
And that's the thing. You're gonna go into the second game week like, what am I gonna do? Hit that wild card button. I need an instant gratification from my poor game week 1.
Maybe,
but your head's not gonna be straight because you've left all this money on the bench. So I recommend you take a hit in game week 2 for your Manchester players. Don't bench them. Put your money into your game week 1 team. If you want, do what I'm doing. Leave a bit of money in the bank and use that money in game week 2 to bring those players in. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, look,
take it for what you will.
That's the good way to put it. I mean, personally, I've seen a few teams with it, and at the end of the day, as long as they've got a decent bench, they can kind of cover up as much as they can. As long as they're prepared to say, for example, get a lesser score in their game week 1. That's the thing, is you feel prepared to get 10 to 15 points less than everyone else. I don't know. It could work out. Anything's possible.
I would do it.
I agree. Terrible idea, someone says.
So back to some ownership. So TAA is still owned by 54% of the game. Now, will TAA play game week 1, Joff?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's still a while away from game week 1, man. Like, it really is. Like, we've still got a week and a bit, week and 3 days. So I think no doubt TAA plays. And I'm trying to go Dynamite Don's question. Is this season with
Dynamite Don's welcome, brother.
We said it before. I did. Yeah. Is this season with COVID important to have a decent playing bench? Maybe. I mean, it might only impact for 1 week, though. You know what I mean? Like, if the game gets called off again. Hopefully it doesn't. But if people test positive, I don't know. No one was testing positive the whole season. You know what I mean? Like even after it restarted, I don't know. Did anyone?
I'm not sure. I think they'll keep it very tight. You know, and the Premier League is big, and they know how to run this stuff and keep stuff, quarantine, stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to really affect the Premier League because we've seen this ease of COVID fears and stuff like that. So should be all good.
Birdie is in the house.
Oh, Birdie brother, welcome.
Hey, we still got to send you your top, man. We've got to send you your top. It's coming, all right? Your Patreon top. It's coming. Don't worry.
One day.
As soon as we let it get to the post office, because things are crazy down here, man.
No, that's it. We didn't actually touch on Dion Garner. So Dion Garner's gone to West Brom.
Okay.
We didn't touch on him. Now he's a nice young midfielder who could come in, as an option. I'm just saying, Dion Garner, maybe.
You never know. And someone's asking, is Rodrigo a good option? I say he is. Yes.
Yeah. I reckon he is too.
What do you want to do now? Do you want to go to
That's pretty much it, guys. I reckon we can throw to some questions. Just before we go to questions, let's talk about our captains and transfers. So at the moment, I've got the captaincy on Salah. My vice is Aubameyang. I don't know if that's going to change. I think the Leeds-Liverpool game is going to be just a barnstormer. I think it's going to be a banging game. There's going to be some goals in there.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, it'll be something similar to what happened last season. If you have watched last season's season review, which I'm about halfway through now, which is epic.
Why not?
Yeah, Optus Sports have done like a 2-hour season review. It's amazing. 4-1 against newly promoted Norwich last season for Liverpool. So I'm hoping for another 4-1. That'd be nice.
Nah, man, I reckon we'll give him a run. Don't worry, we'll give him a run. I'm hopeful. But I'm on the same thing. Yeah, Salah, Aubameyang, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
and then transfers, like I touched on before, KDB will be coming in. Literally, I'm going to wait until the game week ticks over. I'm going to make them before the matches even play. I'm going to make the transfers. I don't care. I want KDB. I don't care. I want KDB and Fernandez in. Son and Aubameyang are going to go. Even if Son and Aubameyang...
Not going to worry about injuries or anything?
No, I don't care. They're coming in. I don't care. I'm not waiting. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll wait. I don't know.
Wait for the bloody... At least for it's like midday here that the prices go up and down. Yeah, at least wait for the games. I know you want it. You want him in bad, man. You feel like you're hurting right now to not own KDB and Fernandez, man. I think that's what it is. You're still hurting from not captaining KDB last season.
Not enough.
Oh, well. But no, that's it. So I think that wraps up basically our content. So yeah, we're going to be thrown to the questions. So anyone, if we haven't answered your questions, then just thrash them out. We're happy to answer them. And
question,
Jacob, what about the 5 changes? Is it happening again this season? Actually, I don't even know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they're doing it.
That got scrapped, mate. That got voted out.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him. Well done. Oh, Glenn Kiley, that's my boy.
Glenn Kiley,
what's going on?
brother.
Hey, legends, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you that the Premier League is almost back? 10, 11. 11?
Yeah, 11. Definitely
Why not,
11.
Man? Pump. Absolutely
Definitely
pump. Looking
11.
forward to it. What else have we got? Yeah, so 3 changes. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Everyone's on our side. That's it.
So thank you, Solo Slim. In his out.
Oh, so Reggie is saying Messi won't leave Barca this season. Maybe he stays. Maybe he goes.
Maybe.
And Summers is saying who will win this year, Joff or Mick?
Well, you know what? I think this season's going to be a bit closer. I kind of I let the team down at the end of last season. Let Joffy get too much of a lead on me.
Cheers,
I had a nice little barnstorming game week 38 plus, but it wasn't enough. So I'm going to give Joff a better run this season. I reckon I'm in a better place. I'm in a much better place. So it's going to be a fun season. I'll probably just pick him at the end, just slightly.
We'll see how we go. I mean, you drew. I've won the last couple, haven't I?
Shoppernan is asking, will you guys upload your teams on IG and Twitter? Yep, we
100%.
always do.
Don't worry about that.
Week,
we'll be all over that.
It'll be up, don't worry.
We'll be all over that. And
Noka's asking thoughts on Bruno versus Greenwood. Oh, yeah, a little bit of a saving.
I like Greenwood this season. I think Greenwood at 7.5, if he starts, is ridiculously cheap. Like, it's the same deal as, he only played like 10,000 minutes or something like that. 1,000 minutes or something like that. 10,000 minutes, like 3 seasons. Oh, right.
He only played 3 seasons of football.
Yeah, he had a bit of a run out. He did all right. So just want to bring that up just real quick, because if Greenwood is basically starting as their winger man, so 1,300 minutes, which I think there's about 3,400 minutes in a season or something, he scored 10 goals. So you multiply that, it's minimum at least 20 goals. You know what I mean? So I'm liking Greenwood anyway. Continue.
Birdie is Solo Slim. Birdie!
We love you, Birdie.
We love you, Birdie. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to go Greenwood over Bruno, you're going to be a little bit upset because Bruno's going to take pens, free kicks. Bruno's going to be beast mode this season. He's going to vie for top point scorer with Salah.
I reckon.
So I'd pay the money. Havertz price prediction. I like this question. Jeremy Macron. Thank you for the question, Jeremy.
8 million?
I hope so. That'd be
8.5.
Have you seen Havertz? Have you seen what this kid?
I've got to see more highlights. I haven't seen enough.
That's scary. I'm so scared. I think he's going to be 8.5. I think they're going to price him at Pulisic money. I reckon.
You could be spot on. And we've got Dynamite Don saying, Birdie. Dynamite Don's is saying Spurs defense. And we spoke about that a bit earlier. And we both, I think that they could be much better because they've got a bit more of a solid kind of back line. They've got a foundation, which last season they didn't know who was staying, who was going. Now they do. Mourinho's had a full season there. I think Doherty could be an amazing choice. Just saying.
I agree. Sisu's asking Everton for top 7 this season, possibly. If
maybe, I think
Ancelotti,
Yames,
that's it. They need a better striker than Dominic Calvert-Lewin though. But Richarlison playing as a striker, so why not? Everton can do that. I love Everton. I've always had a soft spot ever since Timmy Cahill was just banging in headers, banging at me. At Everton, I've always had a soft spot for them. So. Yeah, let's hope so.
Anand is saying, where are we? Anand is saying, I'm going with Aguero, Messi, and Roy Krishna. So do you even know who Roy Krishna is? I love that.
Roy Krishna.
He plays for Wellington Phoenix in the Australian League. Respect for knowing him. Who else we got? Mixed turn. He's saying, Birdie's saying your turn to win.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Birdie. Yeah, maybe. Let's go.
Oh, Sequeda. Mazilex. Thoughts on Thiago Silva? Yeah.
5.5 million. I think it's a bit much for a player that's not really known to score many goals. Clean sheet wise, maybe we do okay. But for 5.5 million, obviously you're going to get nailed on Chelsea defender, sure. But, will Chelsea keep a lot of clean sheets this season? We weren't that great last season. We did have really good underlying stats, but is Kepa still going to be in goal? Will we have that Caballero? I don't know who's going to be goalkeeper. So I'm going to stay away from him for the time being, and probably I think Yames is your best route in it, or James Yames.
So Reggie's saying Alvaro Martinez confirmed Messi will stay at least this season. The guy who reported the facts thing first. Yeah, look, Messi, obviously might still stay. Ramez is saying, what about Sheffield United defenders? True, we haven't spoken about Sheffield United defenders.
True. Yeah, Ramsdale, he's probably stepped down from Henderson, obviously, but still a decent keeper. 5 million, bit much for him, but I wish I could afford him. I probably would own him for 5 mil. And then in saying that the defenders have obviously all gotten a price hike, what are their defenders all worth now?
They're about 5.
Is there any 4.5s or
nah? They're all 5. They're all 5.
So if they were 4.5, yes, absolutely. 100%. But at 5 million, you got to pay that 0.5 extra, which is a bit of a kick to the nutsack.
Honestly, their preseason form, they're keeping cleans. I don't know. There could be really good options at 5 million, to be honest. That's where I'm at as well. So I think that keep an eye on Sheffield United defenders for sure. Yes. Havertz 9 million. Jacobs reckons?
Possibly. I think that'd make sense. I hope it's not, but it would make sense.
All right, you want to go to the next one?
Like Donny Van Beek. Yeah, 7 million for Van Beek, but Van der Beek. The thing is, you got better options in that United team, so I'm not looking at him. Magicians, I think we should build a team with a strong bench previous season. Yeah, we've spoken about this. I don't think it's really necessary just because teams are going to be playing their best 11. Like we saw in Project Restart. Man, there was no rotation. It just didn't happen.
It's crazy, man.
It was nuts.
That's the thing with rotation as well. I don't know. It's just picking it, and you don't know who's going to. That's why you try to find players that are unrotatable. That's the way I play the game. Like you get players in there that are kind of, not Harry Kanes, because not everyone's a Harry Kane that plays 90 minutes every game, but as many 90-minute players as you can, I guess. So like Fernandez,
Yeah. Next one.
Yeah, Roy Krishna plays for ATK in India. There you go. I didn't know that. He's moved on from the Australian League. I don't watch the Australian League. It's crazy, isn't it? Sad. One day, maybe. Prithvaj Singh, players you think should be locked in for the season. You go one, I'll go one. How about
that? KDB, obviously.
Fernandez.
Salah.
Who else is there now? You can say Orba for the first game week, but I don't know how much longer after that. And TAA?
Yeah, Trent. That's it. There's my locks.
Yeah, I think that's
the rest of us rotate.
Otherwise, we're kind of selling you guys short.
Rahil's asking, will Willian play and perform? He absolutely will play. He's probably one of the better midfielders now in that Arsenal team. Will he perform, however? He's not on penalties. He'll probably be on corners, I would imagine. and direct free kicks. So he's got some set pieces in his locker.
Yeah.
And this Arsenal team, I think, is going to improve. It's going to be, they'll be fighting for top 4. So, I mean, I'm expecting good things from this Arsenal team. So, yeah, I think Willian's an option at 8 million, though. He's a bit expensive.
Yeah,
I'm not going to bring him in.
I think that's fair. And Jacob Jacobs is saying, what Spurs defender is nailed on? Was thinking of Dyer, but not sure. I mean, obviously Doherty. You can.
If Dyer starts, 5 million for Dyer is ridiculous.
So cheap.
It's so cheap into that defense. So I love it if Dyer starts. Big if.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things. We have to wait for friendlies and stuff. I mean, someone was mentioning Rose as well at 5 million and Davies at 5 million. I think Rose is probably going to leave actually. So Davies at 5 million could be amazing, but Sessegnon, plenty of rotation. You don't know who's going to start in that Spurs back line at the moment, but preseason will dictate. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Birdie's saying, watch out for Thiago. The best attackers in the French league were on his team last season. So interesting to see how he plays against PL defenders.
True.
Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true, Birdie. Thank you for that insight.
A leader anyway. The most important thing is good team names. Any suggestions? I like it. What's your team name? And I'll tell my team name.
Actually, I changed my team name. What is it? I changed it the other day.
Well, my team name is The Great Awakenings. Ingsy.
I like it. My team name is Captain Kevin 11. That's my team.
I like it.
That's just in memory to my last season's captaining.
Jeremy Macron is saying Stevens and Baldock are 5.5. Thanks for that.
That makes sense.
Egan's 5 and all that. But yeah, there you go. Premium Sheffield United defenders. Keep going down.
All right. Will you bring Sterling in? He was really sharp. No, KDB.
Look, he could be good. Sterling could be good. We've got to. You don't like him.
I ain't doing it. Not this time. Yeah, I ain't falling for that again.
I think you never know. Road to Legend Gamer. This year is our year. Manchester United. Oh, he's saying Manchester United's due. There you go.
All right, here we go. Birdie wants to know, concerning goalkeepers, I'm about to pick 2 4.5s and not make any goalkeeper transfers the whole season. Not really worth the hit. Now, rotating keepers. Now, if you've never done this before, Birdie, let me give you some insight. It's not a good thing to do. The reason why you're going to get upset over and over again because you're going to bench the wrong keeper. You're going to say, for example, you have McCarthy and Ryan, which are probably the 2 best 4.5 keepers. Yeah. Okay. Game week, whatever comes around, Ryan's playing Manchester City, and old mate McCarthy's got Fulham. Okay. McCarthy cops 1 goal, no problems. Yeah. But all of a sudden, Ryan saves a penalty, cops 2 goals, gets 10 points. What do you do? What do you do in the situation? You go in the corner and you cry about having 2 keepers. I don't recommend it. I recommend you just have a bench fodder and a 4.5.
That's how we play.
Because the thing is, if you look at the actual points for keepers, the variance of points, it's not much between the top and whoever's in 10th spot. It's a matter of 20, 30 points. It's not a big difference because the keepers they're not looked at. They're not looked at in they
don't get the reward for what they do.
It's what if
it's
they
like
got
defensive
a point
midfield
per save, yes.
Yeah.
But they get a point per 3 saves.
That's the thing. Bullshit. It's same as in the Champions League game is when you get 3 ball recoveries, you get a point for plays, defenders and obviously midfielders. I think it's great. I think they should bring that in there, but what do you do, man? He cries a lot. Get to that in a sec, though. All right, so this one here, Sisu was saying first manager to be sacked. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
Scott Parker?
You reckon Scott? Nah, man. He's full of royalty, man. I think it'd be like, I don't know. That's actually a really good question. It's like Roy Hodgson. I was thinking Roy.
Yeah, I think he needs to be sacked. He needs to be sent to
Let him
go.
Oh, Roy, poor guy. It looks like he's having heart attacks. What do you think relegation risk this season?
Well, who's going to get relegated?
I think Fulham. West Brom and Fulham go back down. Leeds going. Don't worry about that. And Crystal Palace. There you go. We've got them all right there.
Bang.
There you go.
Bang, bang.
All right. Pretty much just saying Arsenal defense, 1 to look out for. Man, Arsenal defense.
The thing is, Saliba, he didn't play in the Community Shield. And the rest of them, whoever the players that played in the Community Shield were pretty expensive. So Maitland-Niles, if you want to spend 5 million that he's worth, but if you could get in there for 4.5, yes. But I don't know if you can at the moment.
The only play that was Holding was 4.5 and he started. So I don't know if Holding starts.
Maybe.
Saliba could be good. Saliba, we've got to be open-minded to Saliba. What else have we got? Is Pulisic fit? Wait and see leading up to match, game week 1.
The presses
will tell us. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Presses are so important. Actually, we should have said that. Yeah. Press conferences before game week 1 are going to, I literally will not submit my team until I listen to those press conferences. They're very important. Jose loves Dyer. There's been a few people saying that Jose loves Dyer.
Yeah, like I said, if you want to take a shot at the defense of Tottenham for 5 million Dyer, you can't really go wrong. And that Jose Mourinho team.
That's it. Permanent prayer. So Jeremy Macron is saying, I really like Marshall this season. He's the most explosive from open play, and the number of penalties is surely not sustainable. Okay, so is the 1.5 million save that Fernandez worth it? I say still get Fernandez. Yeah,
I think Fernandez is your better option. He's got assists. He's got penalties. He's got free kicks. You know, I mean, we're gonna see something spectacular from Fernandez, and also he's not as injury prone as Glass Cannon Marshall.
Man, he had a great season last season, staying on the park as well.
Yeah,
very important. Same as Danny Ings, man. That's another thing. Danny Ings didn't get injured last season, man. Just want to put that out there as well. So these are injury-prone players, which I reckon Ings is going to have a good season. I hope anyway. Anyway, Slaven Bilic, Anish is saying the first manager sacked, and
possibly
Tierney is ones to watch as well for Arsenal, maybe.
Yeah.
And basically, Birdie was saying he cries a lot in FPL. Good insight. Pleasure, Birdie. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you out.
You're welcome. I'd rather you cry less, but crying's a good thing. You know, I mean, you got to cry out those tears. You got to you got to release that emotion. Something I do. Yeah, when I work with my clients in hypnotherapy, is literally just cry out those tears. When you need to cry, let it out.
Crying's good.
Even if it's about FPL, just let it out, and that way you can move on and you can learn something from that lesson.
That's it. Always about moving forward. And Lewis Fuller is saying, who do you think can be a 200-point player this season? Minus Salah, KDB, and Bruno. Who is it? Mick?
Aubameyang in the midfield will definitely get 200 points as well.
Yeah, I think TAA.
Yeah, obviously TAA and Robinson, they'll get their 200 points.
Virgil hit 200 points 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Trying to put that out.
Virgil might do it as well, sure.
Pretty sure he did.
I think Timo Werner's going to have a cracking season, mate. Just because this Chelsea team looks stupid, ridiculous. So I think Werner's going to.
Virgil's got 200 points before.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, let's have a look. Lewis Fuller, who do you think could be?
Who are your strikers? Shopnan,
strikers. We both got Rodrigo.
Both got Rodrigo.
He's got Mitrovic, and I've got Werner. Timo.
That's who at the moment. And Madrid. Timo. It's again. Timo time. Is it Timo time?
Timo time.
Timo Pookie. Timo Pookie. Shopnan. So what we got? We've got Madrid. Sumesh saying Son or Kane. Son. I think Son as well, but Kane's a good option. I like Kane. I'm a Kane fan. I'm Team Kane.
Dimish is saying, hello, Dimish.
Hey, Dimish. And what's so Dynamite Don's saying, is the new deadline rules going to cause a lot of problems? I don't think so. I mean, we're from Australia. We always have to lock our team in before the last kind of last motion. So I think it's good for the level. I like level playing field. So there's no other team news. I think 90 minutes is good for evenness. I like evenness, so there's no advantage. That's me.
No, I like it. I think it's perfect. It's a master stroke by EPL, FPL to do that. So that way there's no more team leagues, none of that shit. You don't want that, You just want it to be a nice, fair playing battlefield.
That's it. And Anish is saying Donny at 7 million, and Anish is saying Werner striker of the year. Who knows? Could be spot on.
I think so.
And Dimesh is saying, when will you be showing us your team? So we've already shown the teams in this. You can rewatch this. Yeah. But
we'll post our teams up on Twitter and Insta after this.
You know what? We'll do like a live, our latest draft. You know what I mean?
We'll chuck them up straight after this. So just check the pinned tweet after this and you'll see our teams.
And actually, Jeremy Macron is saying something that I keep getting asked on Insta is about Alan St. Maximin. So 5.5 million between him and Armstrong. They're probably the two best in that 5.5 million, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it could be good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he showed some good form last season, but if you look at his stats from last season, it's a little bit skewed because he did get that one game where he got like 3 assists or something stupid. So I don't know, man. I mean, this Newcastle team, they haven't really signed many players. Gale's going to get a knee surgery done, so they don't really have a striker. Joelinton's not much of a player, unfortunately.
He always kills me.
I wish he was.
He always kills me.
So I'm a bit worried about this Newcastle team so far. So, I mean, say Maxim, I'm not going to own him game week 1, but hey, I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's it. And actually, someone mentioned Saka as well, and Saka looked really good in that Community Shield game. If he does get that position on the wing, man, you never know.
Yeah,
be open-minded to Saka.
Yeah, 5.5 million. That's a good price.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. So what else we got now? Anyway, is it worth having a Man? Isn't it worth? Greg's saying, is it worth having a Man United player on the bench in game week 1? Mick says no. I say if it's Greenwood, maybe, but I don't know. It's. I think it's up to you. It could turn into a masterstroke. I'm open-minded. Hey.
Yeah, your game week 1 team will suffer for it, mate. You know that as well as I do. So I wouldn't do it. I would just take the hit.
All right.
Rick Varaj is asking, how about Vardy? A good pick, good fixtures. I think Vardy is overpriced. I think Leicester will not be finishing anywhere near the top 4. I think they overachieved last season. It showed in Project Restart. I am not considering Vardy. Joff?
Yeah, look, I'm getting, you know me, I'm Mr. Open-minded with all this, man. Once Vardy gets goals, we know what he can do. So if Vardy starts well, we've got to look at him, don't we? Noka is saying, what do you think about Werner versus Bruno? With my current draft, I'll have to ditch Werner in order to get Bruno. Bruno, man.
Bruno, but try to get both.
you love
Take
him.
some sacrifices. I got it.
So Try Hard Gaming is saying, are you able to show your teams on the screen, please? Maybe what we'll do is
we'll post them up on Twitter and Insta.
We'll post them up on there. Maybe right before we go off the live stream, we'll do it, I reckon, because we're going to be we're
knocking on 1 hour mark.
We're going to jump off soon, so maybe right before we get off, we'll put them on the screen. We'll do that. So just give it a sec. Hang around for it. Good to include Chelsea defenders.
Yeah, another one from
Reece James.
Madrid. Yeah, Reece James is nailed, really eyeing him up. Maybe he's nailed. We don't really know if he's nailed yet, you know.
We don't know.
If he does get nailed, man, Reece James at 5 million, great option, I believe. So, and that'll be a great route into the Chelsea defense. So we'll have to wait and see. Callum Wilson's been, I know. I've heard that. The Wilson linked to Newcastle. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, man, I mean, you think, and so's Ryan Fraser's been linked to a few teams as well.
Yeah,
so
Fraser's going to go somewhere. He will go somewhere.
There's some options to look at, especially if they come in underpriced. Like, Callum Wilson will not be priced 8 million ever again.
No.
So if he comes
How did
in,
that happen?
If he comes in at 6 million at
Same
Newcastle,
as Ings, man. Why do they do that? Oh man, I keep bringing up Ings. I'm bitter about that, aren't I? And then saying Bamford the new Pookie. I don't think so, man. I mean, I'm a Leeds man, but Rodrigo. Bamford's just inconsistent. Rodrigo, I think that Rodrigo is going to be our centre forward. I mean, Bamford still might play there with Rodrigo on the wing. I don't think that'll happen, but we've got to just wait and see what Bielsa does. We're not going to have to wait much longer anyway.
Just on Rodrigo, just while you're there. So Uncharted Hunter's asking thoughts on Rodrigo and then saying Rodrigo doesn't score much. We've spoken about Rodrigo at length.
Yeah, so go back to I think it's like the 10th minute of this. I speak a bit about him, basically saying, long story short, is his last 2 seasons haven't been prolific, but the season before that we know what this guy can do. He was injury prone the last couple of seasons. He is due, in my opinion. But hey, don't put him in your team if you don't trust him. It's simple as that.
Divesh is saying Matt Ritchie on penalties. If Souček is not back for game week 1, I will own Matt Ritchie game week 1 as my 5 million midfielder.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, he may be on penalties, free kicks, corners, that kind of stuff. And if he is nailed, he's a good option at 5 million in the Newcastle midfield. The other one to think about is the forgotten man. Just because he got a 0.5 hike in price, 5 million, then Donker at Wolves.
Yeah.
He's a great option, man. He scored 4 goals last season, obviously 4.5, but this season 5 million, another option at 5 million.
Yeah, it could be. I've got 2 here. I'm going to do 2 here. So we've got Atanas Pop. So he's saying, greetings from Macedonia. You're the best FPL consultants. Respect. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate the love, man. And Rio saying, Harvey Barnes, can we trust him?
No. He got that 124-pointer that we actually owned him for.
Yeah. How do we have him in our team for that? That was crazy.
No, I mean, he's a good young talent, sure.
Anything's possible.
He's a good young talent, I mean, would I own him at 7 million? No. But, hey.
That's the thing. Players like that, give him a bit of
a chance.
Wait a bit. See if he starts doing business and you're like, okay, maybe you're the businessman of this season, Yeah. So, all right, who are we up to now?
Amaya's asking Leeds defense. Joff, what do you think about Leeds defense?
I think we're going to cop goals. At home, though, we're actually good at home, to be fair. So keep an eye on Leeds at home. We actually could have a decent chance at home, keeping clean sheets. But away, we have a go. Bielsa has goes. So
I think if you're going to get a Leeds defender, you get Dallas because he's probably going to be playing in the midfield. I've owned him for a bit of the season, but it's hard to own him game week 1 because of the Leeds run-in.
Yeah,
so I'd probably stay away from their defense to start with.
Yeah, probably best to just give it a see where you go. Like there's better teams looking defensively, like better fixtures anyway. But I'm going to start with Dallas.
Nimesh is asking, which team would you triple up on if you had to? I don't know why you would have to. Personally, I don't like to triple up on any team besides someone like Manchester City or something. The championship team basically is who you triple up on. Other than that, it's really value if you really need value for it. But the thing that you find yourself in with tripling up on a team is if that team performs badly, then that's 3 of your players from your 11 that are going to not really score well. So I don't really like to triple up, let alone double up in my teams. I like to have a nice balanced squad.
Yeah.
That's me from playing the game for 14 years. So
balance.
Take it what you will.
Someone actually said that before. You've got a more balanced team than me, and I think you probably always do. Let's be honest.
I
always go
hard. It doesn't really work
man.
out very well. So Joffy likes to beat my pants off, but I like to play a balanced game. It helps. nothing I like about balance.
Please, hit us with the balance.
When you move around your players. So, for example, if you've got having Timo Werner as a premium striker, if there is another premium striker that starts to go mental, like Aguero, it's an easy move over. You know what I mean? I'm within a million of that move. Whereas if you need to move to Aguero from a 6 million Mitrovic,
take the hit. Take the hit. Lewis Hughesy, late to the party. How are you, my man?
Welcome to the party, brother.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We love you. And what else have we got? What else have we got here? Del Alli or his brother? Who's his brother? Del Alli? Brother?
Stephen Ali? I don't know.
I don't know about Del Alli, man.
No.
8 million.
Stop asking me about Dele Alli.
He's got to prove himself first.
He needs to come back.
Yeah,
come back to us. I like Dele Alli, but just come back to me, Dele Alli.
And Shopman's saying basically confirm that Messi's going to stay for 1 more year. I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
we just can't. Good. We can't see it happen.
Please don't come to the Premier League.
If Messi comes to Premier League Game Week 2 wildcard, I don't
maybe.
Yeah, I definitely. But it doesn't look like he's going to bloody come, does it? To the EPL. What else have we got here? FPL Magicians. Alazate from Brighton, 4.5 midfielder, started at number 10 spot. Maybe someone to keep an eye on. Also, Smallburn from Southampton. He maybe not a starter, but very offensive. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on preseason friendlies. Maybe these 4.5 million, cheapies turn into good signings. Anything's possible. There's going to be some value players coming. Like you just got to be kind of ears to the ground, like that Tyreek Mitchell from Crystal Palace. He looks like he's going to start at this moment. Maybe they signed someone for 4 million for Crystal Palace. So
he's in my team.
He's in my team too. So it's just about being honestly, like Fantasy Football Scout, like usually they'll have the lineups close to the deadline, so you can kind of keep an eye on not just predicted lineups, and usually they get it close-ish, But so that's another one as well. But
so get your questions in, guys. Any more questions? We're going to probably wrap it up very, very soon. Mr. Lewis Hughes, thanks for joining us, mate. If you got any questions, brother,
that's it, man. And Ananda's saying Marcus Alonso, he could be great. Maybe.
I don't think
if he starts.
Lampard likes Marcus Alonso, Joff. Yeah, he kind of, he tossed it around with, Emerson and Alonso, and then he kind of just went away from both of them and played Azpilicueta left back for a little bit. So he doesn't really trust anyone in that left back position. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does this season. Yeah, it's a wait and see with Alonso. I mean, if Alonso starts, hell yeah, I love Alonso. He scores goals. He's enough.
Alonso's my boy. I mean, for anyone out there that I speak to, I love Alonso as well, man. But hey. At the moment, if he starts, come on, get a start, Alonso. Get a start. Lampard, give him a crack, will you? Far out. And we've got just this one here as well. We've got take on this season's Canwell. Two talking about Canwell, yeah? Oh, Hughesy, thanks for the super chat, Hughesy, man. Brother. Legend. Basically, and we're gonna get to your question in 1 second. And we're just finishing that one there. Where was I? Oh yeah, so with Canwell, I think that Souček is this season's Cantwell, man. I think there's no question. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. I think it could be Souček. And just a quick one now. Mia, my boy Mia from Insta. How are you, brother?
Welcome, Mia.
Hope you're well. Welcome. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure talking.
So I just want to touch on this one. So Rio's asking a good question.
Okay, Rio.
When is the best time for your wild card? Now, that differs depending on your team. If you just put out a stinking team in game week 1, which you shouldn't do if you listen to us, then it's good to wildcard early if you need to get onto some players. But you want to really hold that game week 1 your wildcard for as long as you possibly can, just so you can get enough information about the start of the season to make some informed choices. That's my take.
I like that. Smart as usual. And basically a Hughes' one. So Reece James, 5 million.
Thanks, mate.
Man, Reece James could be amazing. Let's be honest. I mean, if he's nailed as a starting position there, if they play a 3-5. A 3-4-3 or whatever. That's the thing. If Reece James is playing as a wing back, man, 5 million.
Crazy. He's a great player. Got some great crossing ability. So we've seen what he can do in the Premier League, and if he nails down that spot, Hughes, own him. 5 million. Own him.
I'm keeping an eye on Reece James. I'm keeping an eye on what Lamps is going to do there. So very interesting stuff there. Excuse me. So Thomas is saying Rodrigo, Joff. What are we saying? I'm saying yes. I'm saying give him a crack. He's in my team, but Mitrovic at the same price. We know what Mitrovic is going to do in the Premier League. We'll have to wait and see with Rodrigo. So maybe my heart's a bit involved. So just, back your gut. Whatever feels right.
Timish asking first our teams. We will. Before we sign off, we're going to be doing very, very
exactly. Soon. We're about to show our teams on the screen right before we sign off. Johnson or Mitchell as 4 million defender. Both, maybe, if they both start.
I've got them both.
Is Johnson going to start, you reckon?
There's a small chance he will. But I don't think so. But, why not? Why not? And, they're 4 million defenders, guys. After game week 1, we might be able to see a few of these starters. But until then, maybe we find out something in preseason. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah.
That's it.
We all pray for John Lundstrom's, but sometimes they don't come.
We'll see. We shall see. All right, what else have we got until we wrap it up, man?
Can Son cover point? Game X is asking, can Son cover points for Kane in the starting game weeks? I believe he can. Anand's asking, any Leicester midfielders? I'm staying away from Leicester. What else we got? Madrid, Sumesh Robertson, or Mane, or T.A. Salah. Ooh. I mean, T.A. Salah, I think, is the better option in that one. Doubling up on Bruno and Marshall, a good option. I mean, if you're a Manchester United supporter, absolutely. I mean, there's some gun players in that United team. So, I expect big things from them. So if you want to double up on them, be my guest.
And basically, Anand is saying here, why isn't Lord Lundstrom at 5.5 million an option, not an option? Because it's not defense, man. Because it's not defense. But, oh, well. If you look, who knows, man? Maybe imagine Lundy has a season. I don't think he will, but you never know. Breaking news in the UK.
Havertz.
Joff. Okay, yes. So Havertz.
89 mil.
89 million. Thanks, man. Thanks for letting us know, Lukey. That is insane.
That's
wow.
Crazy.
89 million pounds
a lot
is
of money.
Ridiculous. You guys really wanted him, eh? I love that Abramovich is just like, I don't care. I'm signing players, man. Hughesy.
Best 4.5 keeper.
I think we're both on McCarthy at the moment. However, if Martinez is to start for Arsenal, there's no question, because I think that Arsenal are going to be much better defensively, much better.
Obviously, there's Ryan as well.
And there's Ryan as well.
That Brighton defense has lost Duffy. Duffy's gone to Celtic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going McCarthy at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see.
Any Lord Lundstrom players this season? I think that there will be.
There will be. We'll know after game week 1.
Yeah, we'll know. I mean, I think Stuart Dallas from Leeds United, if he actually plays left back for us the whole season, this guy is like a marauding left back. Hopefully. But I don't know. We're not going to keep as many cleans, that's for sure.
Nudesh, welcome me, guys. Welcome,
Nudesh. Welcome me. I love it. Welcome me. Welcome. You got it. Chelsea really buying a whole new 11. Damn, it's true.
Sure are. I love that. I love when we do that. It's always a good season when we buy a new 11.
Lucky bastards. You are so lucky. Pritesh, we're nearly there, aren't we? So Pritesh is saying, thanks, guys. You rock. Thanks, brother. Son or Ziyech. I think maybe like Son's proven for an extra million. Thank you. Son's proven for an extra million. But Ziyech, man, I like Ziyech. Ziyech is proven in my mind and in my heart, man, because I love that player, man. I think he's a great player.
So do I.
And
so do I.
What is it? Residinho. I like that
name.
Is Robinson in Sheffield United going to play? I'm not sure.
He didn't get much game time last season.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more looking at Mousset, mate. If Mousset gets more minutes, he's an option in that team. Because I think Mousset is a good player, but he just did not get enough minutes in that team. Which is unfortunate.
Very true.
Seem to be so Tryhard Gaming. People seem to be forgetting Sheffield defenders. I don't think people are forgetting them. They're just remembering that they were priced lower last season.
Yeah, it's true.
Paying 5.5 million for a Sheffield defender, it's probably going to be okay. But they've lost Henderson as well, so a bit of a shake up there. So no Hendo. There you go, Georgie. Thanks, George. Can Brewster to Aston Villa on loan happen? Maybe. I mean, I'm not the director of Aston Villa.
Anything's anything's possible. And we had a couple about Luke Thomas will play for Leicester City. Maybe.
Apparently he will. Yeah. He's playing left back, yeah? Right back, whatever. And then they got some injuries in there. So I mean, Thomas and Justin looking like
that's the thing is keep an eye on closer to the obviously the game week kind of deadline, because that's when we're going to know who's most likely to be starting and stuff. So at the moment, it's all speculation. There's still friendlies to be played. There's still about 2 or 3 more friendlies or whatever. So
that's it. We've got a whole another week before. But I mean, we'll be back again next Thursday most likely.
And we'll be talking about it as well. The same kind of thing. That's the same as with Burnley, man. Because I want one of those 4.5 Burnley defenders. That's something I haven't even spoken about. I want one of those, either one of the 4: Lowton, Bardsley, Peters, or who's the last one? What's Peters or Taylor? So I'd love to have 2 of those bad boys, man. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens, man. Virgil for me, man. Virgil at 6.5, far out. I just can't say no at the moment. We'll see what happens.
Everyone's going for Dele Alli. Don't
I know. What's with this Dele Alli love? I don't
Everyone's
get
watched that bloody documentary, and they're all going Dele Alli because of the toothbrush remark.
Nice to see you, Abby.
Welcome, brother.
We're actually about to say welcome and see you later.
Welcome,
Zaha as a midfielder. Yeah, Zaha at 7 million. You never know, man. Look, Zaha had a poor season last season, but season before he was much better. And Milivojevic, exactly the same thing. He got penalties last 2 seasons ago, but he didn't this time. So same kind of thing.
See you later, Hewis. Thanks for joining us, brother.
See you, brother. Much love for you.
Love.
As always. But I
What
think
cheap,
that's
Trial Games asking what cheap Burnley defenders are likely to start. Peters, Bardsley, Taylor, 4.5 million, but game week 1 missing. So think about that.
That's it. I love it. Cameron saying when Dele scores a brace versus Everton, you'll be sorry. Hey, you never know. Dele could be an amazing buy at 8 million. I'm not going to deny that. Anything's possible, man.
What's that emoji Lewis did? A fish. Okay, he's gone fishing.
Lewis is gone fishing. It's official. Lewis Hughes is gone fishing. All right.
Oh, Cameron's having a go. He's saying when Dele scores a brace versus Everton,
That's what I said.
You'll be sorry. Oh.
Anything is possible, man. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think it's time.
All right, guys.
Oh, actually, Matt Pereira, there's been a few of this as well about Pereira for West Brom. He could be great. He could be a great option. This guy's going nuts. That's a sign that Pereira could have an amazing season. Maybe. Honestly, Pereira could be really good for West Brom as well. He's relatively cheap. He could be on all the set pieces and stuff. So you've got to keep an eye on him. And someone's asking Thiago to Liverpool. Maybe he's linked with United. I don't know what's going to happen here. There's a few more signings that are going to happen, and I think that Thiago, he might stay at Bayern one more season and then leave for free. But I hope he comes to the Premier League because I'd love to see that guy play. He's amazing, man. Thiago Alcantara is amazing. So I'm not sure. We have to wait and see with this speculation. It's all reports and everything. Reports. But I think it's about it. I reckon let's show our teams on the screen.
Thank you so much for joining us. Before we go, though, why don't we show our team?
Just real quick. This is my team. Hopefully the thing we're going to post this on Instagram as well, by the way. So here it is. If it's clear or not.
Never comes up. It's always a bit, a bit fuzzy.
How are we? There you go. So that's where I'm at the moment. We love you too, man.
Love you too, Mr. McSiege.
So that's where I'm at the moment. So, and you show your team now?
So GameX is asking AU, Mitro, or Rodrigo. We're both going Rodrigo, as you'll see with my team. When I can get it.
A bit closer.
Oh, okay.
There. Right there.
There you go. So yeah, you can see I've got Rodrigo in there. I've got Basilev as my nothing striker.
So that's where we're at, man.
That's our teams. That's our teams, guys. So do with that what you will. We'll post them up on Twitter and all that.
Love you too, McSiege.
Love you guys. We love you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Great stream as usual.
And thanks for the super chats as well.
Yeah,
thank you so much for the super chat. It's really nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
Thanks for the support. We appreciate
it. We appreciate any love, man. Even you guys, just you guys giving love, man. And that's it.
Even just joining us.
Yeah, that's it.
Making this happen, this little community that we're forming on this stream every Thursday night. It's been awesome, man. We love it. It's been an amazing time for us, and we're just gonna keep doing what we do best, man. Taking them hits,
enjoy it, man.
Oh yeah, we're doing a new sign off.
We've got a new sign off. Yeah,
let us know what you think about.
I
hope you stay with the new sign off.
That's crazy.
What is it again?
I got it. It's my line. You got your line.
Okay.
All right. So
guys, I'm signing off. I'm doing it.
So someone's saying Suchek is quarantined. We're just going to wait and see if he gets quarantined or not. We're not too sure if he's going to start or not.
You're welcome, guys. See you, Susu. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We love you all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Okay, boys and girls, as we say at FPL, take the hit. Always remember to stay positive.
Oh, man, I forget. What a new line here. Give me a sec.
Mr. Greens, something the Reds.
What is it? Except, I got it. All right. So new sign off. Let us know what you think. It's more balanced, Like he likes his balanced team. I just like balancing. All right. Okay. So you ready for it?
As we say at FPL, take the hit. Always remember to stay positive.
Accept the Reds and embrace the green arrows, guys. That's good. I think that's good. We're going to do the rest, but I reckon that's good. I reckon that's it. We leave it at that. Did you like that? Hopefully you like that. That's
next stream. Luke's saying next stream probably next Thursday, guys.
Next Thursday.
Most likely. That's it. We're planning on. Yeah.
That's it. So it's accept the Reds, embrace the green arrows, guys.
Yes.
Love it. Respect. Yes. Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you.
Cheers for the green arrows. That's it, man.
Always.
So we'll see you guys real soon. And thank you so much for all the support and all the love. And keep as positive as you can in this moment continually. And obviously, FPL is 1 week away, guys. So pumped, absolutely pumped. Amazing times.
That's it, guys. So now, thanks for joining us. So head over to Twitter and Instagram to check out our teams and keep in touch. Send us some questions. We'll try to get to as many as we can. Other than that, we'll see you guys real soon.
Peace and love, guys. Thank you.
Love and light, brothers.